same thing. Hi everyone, my name is Zach Clark. I'm the founder and executive director of the HomeMore Project. This is not somewhere that you should visit, but I lived there for 4 years. I love the neighborhood, and when people come to the city and say, oh, you live in the Tenderloin, I'd always kind of defy those narratives by showing them some of the best spots. So I lived there for 4 years, and the street that I lived on, O'Farrell and Jones, was nothing but encampments. There were probably about 8 encampments that were there for the 3 to 4 years that I lived there. And during COVID, I started talking to people who were unhoused outside my building. I knew more people who lived outside my building than those who lived inside my building. And I learned that among the many challenges you face experiencing homelessness, there were 2 kind of low-hanging fruit that I really zeroed in on that I had learned from people. And that was one, that they had cell phones, but they couldn't keep them charged. And another is that their belongings were constantly stolen, trashed, or damaged. And in those belongings were many times important documents that were required to get to housing and other programs. And so I spent about a year, slides are up, great. Maybe next slide, great. So I spent about a year creating what's called the Makeshift Traveler. We designed this selfishly. We like to think it's the last backpack someone who's homeless will ever need. It's a hard shell pack, incredibly durable. It has a solar panel, charging capabilities, and we include a variety of multi-use sustainable items like a tent, a sleeping bag, a radio, flashlight, and a bunch more. Our model is very simple. For every $100 we receive, we're able to distribute a pack. And after launching on October 1st, 2022, we're very excited that this year we'll deliver about 3,000 across 30 cities in California. And those cities range as south as San Diego and San Bernardino, of course Los Angeles, but they go all the way as north as Redding and Eureka. As much as I love to serve our metropolitan areas, I think it's really important that we uplift communities that are often overlooked as well. These are some of the photos that we've taken over a number of years. And I think when we think about homelessness, there's a lot of things that are really important. And many organizations who are here today, things like various housing offerings, mental health services, recovery, the list goes on. These are what I call the tangibles. But I think are equally as important are what I would describe as the intangibles. Things like trust, loyalty, genuineness, connection. Those are the things that often bridge this divide that we see and are seeing a bit more apparent today, but between what service offerings that we have. So I would end my quick talk with just a quick challenge that I always challenge at the end of my talks, which is at some point in the coming weeks to approach someone experiencing homelessness, greet them with toiletries, clothing, something simple, and ask them one question. And it's a question I've been asking people who have been experiencing homelessness for the past few years. It's a question that's sometimes met with a smile, sometimes met with a few steps back, and sometimes met with a follow-up question of, well, how much time do you have? And that question is, what's your story? And we all have a story, and if it's anything that I've learned doing this work the past few years, meeting thousands of people who are homeless in California, it's that this divide that we might see is nothing more than just a signal of a lack of understanding. And that through understanding, talking to people, building that trust, right? There's many organizations here that I'm probably preaching to the choir, but that trust and that connection is really important. And so among the backpack program and other things that we're doing, I've tried to embody this idea of connecting with people and chatting with them on the ground. So thank you. Very excited to be here and would love to chat with you.